Good morning, good evening from wherever you're joining us. Today we are here at Singapore for round 16 of GP5 season 9. We do have a night race today. Singapore has always been a night race. We've got the Bear, who's currently leading the championship by 33 points, followed by Scooter Clem and then Bakeroy. Scooter Clem, and then Nickelodeon by 7 points. So it will be interesting to see who comes out on top today. I think we already have few cars coming out. I think we've got Mark 40 out already. So the softs don't last much around here, so most drivers would be preferring to start on the medium. So I won't be surprised if some of the drivers go for a reverse strategy over here and deliberately qualify on mediums and stay there. So we got Mark Vertu starting his first flying lap. Nice and easy to turn one. But he's got a bit of traffic ahead of him. Hopefully he's not running in the turbulent air. Hopefully they get out of the way slow. Still no signs of them getting out of the way. It's the Haas of Mohammad Gunnar who is ahead of him. He would be now getting a cheeky toe. Coming into the final sector now. Approaching the final set of corners, it's very important to get a nice and clean exit from here. Mark Berti sets a 142.6 and the Bear goes faster on the mediums at a 140.9. I think there's still scope for some improvement over there. These are just banker laps that we are looking at the moment. Let's see who else is on. and Luso understeers into the wall. He's lost a bit of front wing over there. He will be limping back to the pits now. This is Hunter K, who is Prohawk's brother. Prohawk is a GP2 driver. So let's see what times Hunter sets today. Today's his debut for SFR. Runs a bit wide there. For sure, he must have lost a couple of tenths. Yes. Oh, and he's invalidated his laps. The bear goes faster with a 39.5 on mediums. We got Vicious Vicar, who's now top 2 P3 with a 40.7, Fanny Line with a 40.1, Tim, who's currently P4 with a 41 flat, although on softer tire. We got Matt G now, who's into 40.7, so both father and son within a tenth of each other. Let's go on board with Scooter Clem. He seems to be on a flying lap. Gets a nice turn into that hairpin. P. Duran goes pole with a 38.8 on medium, so that's a very good lap from him. Coming into the final set of corners now, the tricky bridge section. It's easy to understeer into the wall. It's important to get a good exit over here because he carries his speed through the final finish line. So Scooter Clem sets a 39.3 on the mediums and he goes P2. It'll be interesting to see if he does a cool lap and then goes for another hot run, or I think he doesn't have enough battery to go for another hot lap, so we might see him doing a cool down lap. I think we've got MK Mount, who's about to cross the finish line now. Mohammad Gunnar goes pole with a 38.7, although on the softs. MK Mount goes P8 with a 40.8. Peter almost breaks a bit too late there. So I guess we are done with the first. By the looks of it, if some of the faster drivers in the league do a lap on softs, I think we should be seeing a sub 38 time. Scooter Clem, who is currently, no, he won't be going across the finish line, he's coming into the pits. So let's stay with Hunter. It's a second attempt after invalidating his first attempt. He goes purple sector 1. He goes purple second sector as well, so he's looking good for Paul if he can keep the final sector together. Taps the wall slightly, but no damage done there. Coming across the final line, he sets a 37-7. So that's professional pole for you guys. We got the bear who's on a flyer. He seems to have gone purple sector 2 as well. Seeing those purple sectors would be encouraging. And he sets a 38-1, so he's currently 4 tenths down on Hunter. Wakeroyd still trying to put some laps on those mediums. We are now down to the final 5 minutes of the session. Currently 3 tenths up on his previous sector best. So he might be able to slightly edge Fedoran if he can get his final sector right. Wakeroyd stays P5. We got Fanilan who's a tenth and a half up on his time. Coming across the final corner, let's see what time he sets. He goes to P4 with a 38.8. seems to be a tenth up on his time. He might still stay P8, but it would give him assurance that he stays in the top 10 with the improved lap time. I think that was the out lap that he said. Tim doing a run on mediums, understays slightly a bit there. Maggi, James and Daniel having a bit of a discussion in comments regarding the pace cutoff. I think that's something that will never end debate. So let's see what time Tim gets. He goes for he gets a 40.2 on mediums and he goes to P9. I think that's qualifying done for Tim. Let's see who else is coming across track. We've got Mohammad Gunnar, who seems to have aborted his run. He's into the pits. Next we have the Alpha Tauri of Gitch. He's coming into the pits as well. Next we've got the Bear who's gunning it for a final run. Just in time with 3 seconds on the clock remaining. Oh, he's got a Haas in front of him, hopefully, and he will be in the dirty air of the Haas. Hopefully it gets out of the way soon. He will be getting a good tow in this part of the track, but in the rest of the track he would be getting a lot of dirty air. The Haas adamant to get out of the way. Most of the drivers have finished their runs. It's it's Hunter who is on provisional pole, unless the Bear can pip him. They are now coming into the final set of corners. Oh, getting very close to the wall there, but avoiding any kind of contact. No, and the Bear doesn't seem to be improving, so he comes to the pits as well. So that's qualifying done. We've got Crowhawk. Again, apologies, it's Hunter who is P1, followed by the Bear who's P2, Mohammad Guna P3, Fanny Line P4, Peteran P5, Bakeroid P6, Scooter Clem P7, Digilodian P8, Tim P9, MK Mount P10, Vicious Vicar P11, Maggi P12, Mark Verti P13 and Sal Luso P14. So I think I've already done the rundown. We've got exactly 14 drivers tonight. So Peter and everybody below the top P5 onwards have a strategic advantage because they are on the mediums. So if there is a early safety car, expect the top 4 coming into the pits. Um, I've I've forgot to create a party, so let me quickly create a party. I think I've been speaking into the lobby so far. Alright, so that's party done. So we've already got reports that it's going to be a dry race. GP5 is usually known to have less number of safety cars, but with the probability of safety cars very high around Singapore, it will be interesting to see how many safety cars we'll have tonight. We are currently waiting for the drivers to finalize their setups, fuel loads, wing levels and tire pressures. So yes, we will be starting in 18 seconds. We got Hunter leading the way, followed by the rest of the field. So let's look at the tire choices. So interesting tire choices towards the end. We've got Matt G, Mark Verti and Sal Luso on the hards. MK Mount, obviously because he finished in the top 10, has to go for the tire that he qualified on. And Vicious Vicar choosing to stay on the mediums. Seems to be some internet issues for the debutant. You usually wouldn't warm your tires up around Singapore. A simple outflap would. bring them into the optimum temperature, such as the nature of the track. We got the drivers now coming to the starting grids. Mr. Brett seems to be free today. I think he can join comms from next week. He's free. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. No red lights were green. All the cars taking a conscious start. The Bear gets a very good start on Hunter, and Hunter goes wide and seems to have damaged Mohammad Gunnar, and he spins around. No, he's not having a good day today. Not the start that he would have wanted, but at the front we got the Bear who is running away with the pace he's got on the soft tires and all the carnage behind him. He's already 2.2 seconds up on the second place driver, Bakeroyd. Bit of a tussle going on at the back over here. And some position swapping. I think we've got final line who's picked some damage. All the three hard runners getting a consistent start. So it's currently Aston Martin, Red Bull and Aston Martin, the top three for you. The start was a bit messy, but we've got a spinner. I think it's Aluso who spun. So the Bear leading at the front, Bakeroyd and Peter seem to be pulling away from the rest of the pack. Is Mohammad Gunnar coming into the pits? No, but he's got a fast coming scooter climb right behind him. Tries to have a look on the inside, but decides against it. We've got a battle for P4 over here with Scooter Clem, Gidge and Hunter. Everybody in the mix. Scooter Clem trying to cover the inside line over here. Mohammad Gunnar goes a bit wide there, but still I think he gives up the position there. So Scooter Clem up into P4. And we've got another yellow. Nothing over here, but we got Siluso on the mediums, Tim on the hards, Matt G on the mediums as well. So currently only one hard runner in Mark 30. Peter Run currently staying within the DRS range of Bakeroyd. It's Singapore, so it's a common sight to have yellow flags. The Bear currently with the fastest lap, 1:43.5. Speedrun would, however, be having DRS this time out, so it should be interesting to see if we can make good use of DRS. And we've got stricken McLaren. It's Hunter again. From pole, he's dropped to P11, which is not the debut that he would have hoped for. These two are still battling it out for the lead for P2. Apologies. Currently, the closest battle on track is with Peteran and Vicroyd. He's now very close. This time around, he should be getting a good DRS exit. Vicroyd still holds position. Got yellows. Looks like he had a setup configured for the quali but not for the race. He's finding it hard to keep it on track at the moment. So really not sure what the problem is with Hunter over here. So let's go back to the fight for P2 between Peteran and Beckrod. It's definitely a very hard track to overtake. So far the Bears lead dropping slightly. He's now 2 seconds ahead. And we've got yellows. No, the flags are gone again. But Fanny Line was close to MK Mod. MK Mod seems to have run out of rubber. Seems to be at loss of grip at the moment. Fanny Line will have DRS this time out, and he should be able to make an easy pass, but Ankemon seems to have deployed a lot of DRS. But he is with DRS, he dives on the inside and gets the move done on MK Mont. So Fanny Line now up into P7. Go back to the. So I think the Bear seems to have had some issue when Piduran did overtake Bakeroid over here. So it's Aston Martin 1-2 with the Bears lead coming down massively. I think his tires are dropping off a bit, and he should be coming into the pits this lap. No, he decides otherwise, and decides to stay out for another lap. So we have a VSC. Not sure what it is for. Everybody's front wing looks okay. MK1 gets a drive through. The Bear would be hoping for this VSC to last a bit longer, but I don't think that's happening. I think the VSC came out just as he crossed across turn 1, so he could have saved a bit of time by pitting, but nevertheless it's easier to judge things in the hindsight. Peter Run getting a bit of support from James Purtle. Please come on to run. So we are back to green flag conditions again. Peter Run within DRS range of the Bear. Oh, and the Bear gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. Someone's left the session, not sure if it's MK Mount or Mohammad Guna, but the Bear going on to the mediums. He can afford to do a medium from here. He doesn't have to put on the white walled hard tires, so he will be coming out P6 essentially. I think there's a McLaren trying to unlap himself, so yes, Bear comes out P6. He's got the tire advantage. No DRS this time around, but since it's a lap car, he should be able to go through. Let's see who else is having battles. Currently, the field spread out a bit to this battle, Bakeroyd versus Duran. Duran, your current race leader. Oh, and did the Bear have spin? Not sure what happened there. I think it's Sal Luso who's having a hard time on the track. So many yellows, it's a nightmare this race. and the final line has DNF. Not sure what happened there, but the field pretty much spread out, so it's all down to strategies now. Hunter seems to have found his momentum back in clean air. The medium should be doing around 14 laps. And we've got Alpha Tauri, that Nickelodeon. Yes, Duran is running right. I think the scooter climb and Bakeroid has lost it. Bakeroid has lost 4 positions there. 3 positions rather. Duran currently 6 seconds ahead. Bakeroid coming into the pits for a change of wing. He goes on to the white ball hard, so he should be racing to the end. Let's see what position he comes out. I think he should be coming out P7. Mark Verti is a bit too far behind. Let's see how far the bear is over here. So with the bear currently he is 31 seconds behind. So if P. Durant does pit, he would be coming behind the bear for sure. However, he needn't pit once he pits because he will be going for the hards to the end. Whereas the bear might have to do another pit stop because I don't think the mediums can do the entire race distance. So all drivers currently in clean air, they should be setting good lap times. Nickelodeon coming for its pit stop. Let's see what tire it goes on. So Nickelodeon does come out P5. The leader Vidoran is yet to pit. top 3 drivers are yet to pit. The Bear now up into P4. For those who don't know, Singapore is the longest race of the calendar because the average speed is very low due to the number of corners. I think we've got about 22 corners, if I'm not wrong, 21. Yeah, we've got 23 corners. So yeah, I actually said one less. So considering the number of corners that we have, Singapore is the longest calendar on track. Unlike Monaco, it doesn't have a reduction in race distance. Singapore does the standard 300 kilometers race distance ad mandated by FIA. So it does happen that sometimes when you're recording, the recording does abruptly stop towards the end of the race because you have crossed the 1 hour mark. Usually the races do finish in 45 minutes, but Singapore tends to go about 55-60 minutes. Duran extending his lead on Scooter Clem over here. He seems to be in good control of that car, of that Red Bull. Both the Mercedes are a bit dangerously close. Team orders maybe. And Scooter Clem has overshot the turn 18. He has lost an enormous amount of time there. I mean, look at the lead Duran has. Yes, if Scooter Clem doesn't pit, he would be jumping Duran, but Duran is actually a pit stop ahead, so he won't mind that. But now both the Aston Martins seem to be getting pretty close. The Bear coming behind Duran, so starting on the mediums did work. The undercut did not work for the Bear. Duran going for another set of mediums. So now he's essentially on. I think there is Maggi has lost his front wing, so and that's right after P3 turn 3, so that's a long walk for him to the pits. Let's now look at the time penalties. The Bear with 5 seconds and Hunter and Gunnar with 3 seconds. And Maggi has retired. Will that bring out safety car? Yes, it does bring out safety car. So we will have a reset now after 13 laps. The field will be bunched up again. It will be interesting to see if the Aston Martin's double stack. The Bear coming into the pits. Is he thinking of the hards? He doesn't want another 5-second penalty, so he takes it extremely slow through there. So yes, the Bear going for the hards. Scooter Clem is also in the pits. Scooter Clem damage limitation for him for not going into the pits. He did stay out when Duran came into the pits. Some of the lapped cars unlapping themselves. Bakeroyd is now up into P3, so the undercut seems to be working for him a bit. This is going to be a long safety car. I mean, P2 himself is 24 seconds behind, and I think he will be having delta for a bit. So the bear showing his 5-second penalty. So now we've got some cars catching up to the leader. So we got the majority of the grid on the hard tire. So Duran would be hoping to get a good start and build a gap to the rest of the pack. We've still got few more cars who need to catch up to the pack. Tim and Crowhawk trying to join the pack in full swing. Tim and Hunter. Hopefully Hunter has found his rhythm back. He had a horrific start for the race. He was on pole, but the start of the race made him drop positions. Singapore is known to throw you surprises. It sometimes the unexpected ones win the races. Sometimes based on time penalties, sometimes based on late safety car. So it's always an exciting one. Currently, Duran, who started. Let's look at the positions gained over here. Vicious Vicar. I think he's gained the most places with 9 places. But Duran has also gained 4 places. He started P5, so I think he couldn't have got more than 4 positions over there. But Mark Querty as well doing a good job. He gained 6 positions. The biggest loser in terms of positions is Hunter, who's lost 8. The Bear seems to have lost 2 positions again due to a untimely safety car. So safety car in this lap, the pack has been bunched up. The pair would be controlling the pace from here. He would slow down a bit to let the safety car in. And Duran has shot. He has gone off. Vicious Vicar seems to have caught napping a bit there. Duran already 1.2 seconds ahead. He will be pulling away on those mediums. He will be having a lot more grip than those medium runners. He will be hoping that Vicious Vicar holds up the rest of the pack behind him, and then he can build up a good lead for his final stop. I think he should be stopping in the next 7 laps. Because remember that he did start on the medium, so he needs to use 2 different tire compounds in dry conditions. Oh, and Tim gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellows. I think hopefully he would try to appeal that. Duran already 4 seconds ahead. Vicious Vicar doing a good job maintaining the P2. All those hard runners would be having the similar amount of grip. DRS is not active yet, so if you want to get overtake done, it has to be done on pure pace. He's got plenty of... Okay, I think I shouldn't have showed that. Duran currently 6 seconds ahead. Bakeroyd moves up to P2. He is already 6.8 seconds behind Duran. 7 seconds now. This is a dream scenario for Duran. But remember that a pit stop costs about 30 seconds around Singapore, so it should be interesting to see when he comes into the pits what kind of lead he has. Oh, and which is because has lost a car, but good control over there. I think the front wing is intact. No punctures as such. So good catch by Vicious Vicar there. So the leaders are now freed up to go after Duran. But Duran still seems to be pulling away on those mediums. Duran currently 10 seconds ahead. Scooter Climb is already into the pits, but for the soft tire, is he hoping to do 12 laps on the soft? That would be a long call. I mean, softs give up after 7 8 laps, so it will be a long stint for him, especially the 5 laps. The last 5 laps will be painful for him. But nevertheless, let's go back to our leader. Duran was 10 seconds ahead. The bear is currently not within DRS. And Mark Verti into the wall there. He's lost his entire front wing. Virtual safety car. Oh, he's understeering a lot. I hope he does keep it on track. Remember, only 11 drivers so far, so all the top 10 will get points. Of course, those who have lagged out will not get points. So yes, virtual safety car done. DRS is now enabled. Bakerod gets a very good VSC restart. He's gained a lot of time on Duran over here. Duran seems to have made a mistake a bit. He's lost his lead from 11 seconds to almost 7.8. So he did make some mistake over there. Bakeroyd chasing after Duran over here, so things are back to where it was at the start of the race. A Red Bull sandwich between the Aston Martin, except Duran and the Bear have swapped places. The undercut not working for the Bear. I think we've got Tim and Vicious Vicar in a good battle for P5. Tim will be having DRS. Let's see if we can get a overtake done. Not this time around. He decides to stay back. We've got another yellows. I've got a glitch on the timing screen. So yes, I think I've got my timing screen back. So Duran extending his lead again back to 10 seconds. I think it could have been about 13-14 seconds had he not made a mistake there during the VSC restart. Looking at how things are looking at the moment, Bakeroid is guaranteed to be on podium. Bakeroid and the Bear. Gitchlodian currently right on the gearbox of the Bear, trying to put a bit of pressure on him. So Gage currently 4/10 behind the Bear. He will be having DRS, and there's a virtual safety car. I think it's a good time for Duran to come into the pits, put on the red wall softs, and go to the end. It's unlikely that the virtual safety car would stay for that long. Hunter has come into the pits. He should be going for the softs. No, but he goes for the mediums. Interesting tire choice there. Singapore is a very demanding circuit. You, both physically and mentally, you need your concentration levels up there for 31 laps. We are now approaching the final 8 laps of the race. So to run, will he come into the pits? And Hunter gets a drive through for speeding. Duran doesn't come into the pits, he decides to stay out. The fight between Gage and the Bear for P3 continues. Oh, I think the Bakeroid has lost his front wing. Oh no. So this puts the bear engage up into P3. The Bakeroid will have a painful walk back to the pits. This is disaster for Bakeroid. And Tim is very close as well. Would Tim be able to get Bakeroid before the lap ends? And we've got another virtual safety car. Will Duran come into the pits this time around? No, he decides to stay out. Grog yet to come into the pits. Tim does overtake Bakeroid. He's now up into P4. So it's Aston Martin 1, 2 and Alpha Tauri P3 and P4. Bakeroid coming into the pits. He should be putting on softs. Yes, we're back to green flag conditions. Gage is very close. He jumps down the inside and gets the move done on the bear. That's a very good overtake. Gijlodian's consistency is on the spot all the time. Duran currently 20 seconds clear of Gijlodian. The bear will want to have a comeback, but I don't think there's enough grip on those hards. Mohammad Gona gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Vicious Vicar holding strong in P5. That's a very good result for him. And Duran is now into the pits. He does put on the softs. He's lost 2 positions there. Will he lose another to Tim? No, Tim is too far back. So it's a dash to the finish now. For Duran, he's 6 seconds behind his teammate the bear. The softs will have extreme grip. So the only question is, will he run out of laps to get back his P1? So Lusso DNF'd a long time back. He has now left the session. Duran has already covered 3 seconds in 1 lap, so it should be interesting when he gets close to his teammate. Will team orders come in place, or will they be allowed to fight? Yes, so the bear lets his teammate through. He lets him chase after Gijlodian, who is currently P1. That's good sportsmanship from the bear. Nickelodeon having good pace on those mediums. The time is Duran is not able to close the gap as fast as he could for the bear. But Duran is flying at the moment. He gets the fastest lap. Duran currently has four laps remaining in the session. Uh, he's currently 1.8 seconds behind Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon will be saving all his battery in anticipation of Duran. So yes, Duran has now caught up to Nickelodeon. He's currently half a second behind him. Should be interesting to see what difference Nickelodeon has against Duran. 2 tenths behind. He lets. No, he breaks the toe there. I thought for a split second he was letting him through. Nickelodeon giving it absolutely everything he's got in that Alpha Tauri. Duran did have DRS this time around, but he couldn't get past Nickelodeon. These are interesting final laps in GP5. What we are looking at is a defensive masterclass from Nickelodeon, and we've got virtual safety car. And only sector 2 and 3, so we are back to green flag conditions. No. Nickelodeon doing an excellent job keeping Duran behind him. Right, so now we are going to have round 2 of this battle between Nickelodeon and Duran for the lead. Nickelodeon moving away a bit, trying to break the toe. He runs a bit wide there. I think Duran had too much space for him, so he eventually lets him through. So now we are in the penultimate lap of the race, and Duran has retained his lead. So we're now in the final lap of the race. Duran currently extending his lead by 2 seconds. All he needs to do is finish on track. Rest of the field is currently spread out. Big right 1.3 seconds behind Vicious Vicar. He seems to be closing up on Vicious Vicar. So he's got one lap to try to make the move stick. He's now within DRS. Vicious Vicar moves on the inside. Big right breaks late and moves to P6. The Red Bulls were having a good race until Big Right made a mistake. We now have Duran, who's coming into the final set of corners. And Duran wins the Singapore Grand Prix. He does it with a lead of 4.8 seconds. Next we've got Gishlodian, who finishes in P2. We've got the Bear, who comes the championship leader, finishes the race in P3. Tim, with a very solid result for him, he is going to come across the line as P4. Next we've got Scooter Clem, P5 for him, decent race. Big Ride, P6, a last lap overtake on Vicious Vicar. Solid race from Vicar himself. He was running P2 at one point. Mohammed Guna comes P8. Croc coming into the final set of corners on his debut. Hunter, sorry. P9 for Croc, and finally we've got Mark Verty, who will finish, full round up our finishers for the race tonight. So that was our round 16 of Singapore Grand Prix. So yes, so your final finishes are Duran P1, Gishlodian P2, The Bear P3, Tim P4, Scooter Clem P5, Deckroyd P6, Chisvika P7, Mohammed Guna P8, Crohawk P9, Mark Verty P10, MK Mount P11, and your non-finishers are Matt G, Sal Luso and Fanny Lyon. Alright, so that's it from the com box tonight for GP5. We do have the GP4 race running. You should see the live stream on our channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Please do join us back for next week's race at Japan. Until then, see you.